Alright guys, so this isn't going to be like a normal video that I do. This one is going to be a little more life lesson-y. So here recently, especially in the last couple weeks, I've had some really big changes in my life. I have, went to working for myself full time. I have left a state of being, a state of everyday living that I had been in for like 6 years, and now things are completely different. Things are just totally, absolutely off the rails different than they've ever been for me. Now, I've had people come to me, close friends, I've had people that I don't even really know reach out to me on social media stuff, and they've asked me, for advice or tips on how exactly you would go about doing your own thing, finding a way to be your own boss, where to start monetizing your passion and all that stuff. Basically, in a nutshell, if I had to give you any one piece of advice that I think would be the most beneficial to you, no matter what, regarding any situation, that would be that whatever your goal is, whatever your passion is, whatever keeps you up at night, whatever you think about the most, whatever that end goal is, whether that goal is weight loss, whether that goal is starting your own business, whatever that goal is, the number one piece of advice I would give you would be to stop waiting and start right away, no matter what starting right away means to you. So if your goal is weight loss, quit saying that next week I'm gonna start eating better. Quit saying that if your goal is starting a business, quit saying next week I'm gonna start saving money. What you have to do is you have to start right away with what you have, no matter what. If all you have is 2 pennies, then you better put one of those pennies back to start your business with that day. So many people are paralyzed by the fear of failure, fear of starting something, that they just never ever take that drive, that initiative, that ambition to go and just begin. When I started what I was doing, literally, I went and I got invited to do a YouTube video. A bunch of people, fitness guys here in town, were like, hey, we're gonna shoot a video, why don't you show up? And I showed up. It was a disaster. None of us knew what we were doing. I mean, we had fun, we filmed, but I made a decision that day. I said, you know what? This isn't that hard. I really think that I could do this. So with what money I did have, I went out, bought a camera. I think literally that was half of the money I had at the time to buy a camera. And I didn't know anything about it other than I'm gonna buy a camera and start shooting YouTube videos. I made my first video, and after making it, the quality was terrible and the audio was awful, but I put that video out there and that got me started. And I used the feedback from that, and then boom, my second video came out. We fixed the audio problem. Then my next video came out, and then slowly but surely, with momentum, I started with absolutely nothing and built up into something that is now, this is my life. And if I never would have taken that first step, you know how hard it was to sit there and launch that first video and hit publish, knowing that the entire world was gonna see me in front of a camera. It was gonna see me putting on, this, what were they gonna think? Were they gonna be like, oh, he's a faker, he's a poser, he doesn't know what he's talking about, or look at how stupid he is, look at how ugly he is. It was so hard. It's so hard to even put that into words, to put yourself out there on Front Street for everybody to see. That is one of the most difficult things to do. But once you do it, the amount of pressure that just gets lifted off of you is unreal. It is absolutely just, once you quit caring what other people think and you quit caring about being a failure, your entire perspective and worldview changes. I don't think I would be anywhere that I'm at right now if I would have listened to any of the negative stuff people said. If I listened to some of the most important people in my life told me this was a terrible idea. They told me, oh, you don't need to do that, you're wasting your time, you're never gonna make anything of it. And now I literally am living my dream. I wake up every day. As soon as I wake up, man, I jump out of bed to get my day started. I start with a freaking passion under me, and I literally grind from sun up till sundown, working on my dream, working on all of this. And when I started, I didn't have any of this stuff. This is my little studio now. Not that this is anything crazy, but I didn't have, none of this was a thing. And now this is all Remington James Fitness. This is my coaching business, this is my YouTube business, and the sky is the absolute limit. And there has not been one thing that I've done yet that I've put my mind to that I've said, I'm going to do that I have not had success with. Everything that I have tried so far, you know, and you go through failures. You do go through failure, and that is part of the learning process. No matter what, they say that a winner is just a failure that tried one more time. So literally, you don't be afraid to fail, because I went through a ton of them, a ton of failures. But it's like anything in life, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Practice really does make perfect, and you know, eventually you can turn something. You literally start as a grain of sand rolling down a hill. And as you go, you pick up momentum, you build and you build and you grow. And those are the experiences that are shaping you. Those are the failures that are shaping you. Those are the hardships that are making you a better person. And as you go, literally you build up, and then eventually you're a boulder and you're rolling. And eventually you were just this mass. You were this force that is so powerful that it literally is going to take something of equal and opposite power to stop you and throw you off your path. And you know, I'm at a point right now in my life where I don't feel like anything can stop me. The only thing I think that could stop me would be if I dropped over dead and didn't wake up. That is the only thing right now that could stop me. There are people in my life, and thank everybody out there that supports me. I love you guys. I have more haters here locally around me than I do in the rest of the entire world, which is crazy. But there are some people here locally that wish the worst for me. And every time I'm brought up, they seem to just have some sort of opinion about me, and they want to say I don't know what I'm talking about. They want to accuse me of this, accuse me of that, and it's literally like it is their full-time job to hate on me. And you're probably watching this video right now. I know it. And the thing is, like, people want you to succeed. They really do, but they don't want you to do better than them, ever. And as soon as you start doing that, people hate it. They absolutely despise it. And you have to understand that even people you really, really care about in your life don't necessarily have your best interests at heart. And I've dealt with that firsthand. You know, my friend, I went to where I thought I had a ton of friends. Now I got like 5 that I would consider my close friends. And I think that's just part of this process, part of growth. As you get better and as you change your mindset and you become more of a positive person, and as you shift your understanding of like everything around you, and you understand that like being caught up in the negative BS and like trash talking other people and putting other people's success down, once you realize that that's just not productive, certain people, you're gonna realize that that's all they do. All they do is they're negative. All they do is you say you wanna do something, they tell you you can't do it. They just have zero drive, zero ambition, zero motivation, zero want to be better. So in a nutshell, you should, and I know I've said this before, you should eliminate those people completely, because they're doing you no good. You can see them out in public, you can shake their hand, you can let them tell you something, because damn well you bet you shake their hand, you walk away, they're gonna go tell somebody just how much of a failure you are and how it's so stupid everything you're doing. And that's just, I don't know if it's like an epiphany I had or what, but like literally I know I'm just kind of talking, but all this stuff just, you know, it's all just, I had a feeling that I needed to just kind of get behind the camera and talk. I feel like I had a lot kind of built up in me. And like I said, stemming back to the original piece of advice, no matter what your passion is, no matter what, you need to just start. No need to sit there and brainstorm anymore, because that's not doing anything for you. There's no need to sit there and overanalyze, because a lot of people become victims of over-analysis paralysis, where they think that they have to have the perfect plan in place before they ever execute on it. And you don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. All you need is an idea, a little bit of gumption and work ethic behind it, a little determination, a little bit of motivation, and go. The most important thing in this entire process for me that I think's helped make my channel successful and has made my business successful, the number one thing, I wouldn't say it's talent. I wouldn't say that it's anything other than consistency. I'm a consistent guy. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, you better believe that I'm gonna do it. And having consistency shines through in almost every situation. People understand if you're the type of person that gets things done when they say they're gonna do them, that is a massive character. What's that? Character aspect? Is that the right word? That is a massive display of good character, is being a man of your word or a woman of your word and getting stuff done when you say you're gonna do it. So, like I said, if you are in a situation right now where there's something that's itching at you and there's something that's telling you that you need to do it, whether, like I said, that's weight loss, starting your own business, starting a gaming channel, I don't know, going and doing an eating contest, asking that girl out on a date, don't overanalyze it. Just do it. Get started and do it. That is it. So, all right, guys. Hopefully you didn't get too bored with my little talk there. Like I said, I felt I had some stuff inside that I wanted to get out. I've dealt with some personal issues lately with people in my life kind of falling in and out, and you know, the advice. And I had a good talk with a good friend of mine the other night just exactly about this, and he's telling me about his goals. And that's the advice I gave him, is the advice I just gave you. So I felt like, you know, this is a universal piece of advice, and if I didn't tell you, I would maybe not be giving you guys everything that I promised I'd give you with the value that I'm trying to do. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. If you like this style of video and you liked this little pep talk or whatever, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Like I said, I get passionate and I ramble a little bit, so I know you guys are here for fitness stuff, but you know, I think some of you will benefit from this. I really do. Anyways, you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. And like I said, just start. Just do it. See you guys.